today's episode. Everybody out of my way, move it, move it, move it. It doesn't matter if somebody dies. I am important and I need a free roll without limit. Made it, awesome. That's great. All right. Now as you can see, we're pretty fast here.
Bist du bescheuert oder was? Du hast doch nicht mal alle! Ehrlich!
Even though in Germany you are allowed to drive very damn fast on the Autobahn, doesn't mean you should do that, especially when a lot of other traffic is going around. The scene here delivers a wonderful example why you should always be very careful about kids on bikes. This specimen here does even have a helmet, but it's dangling around on the handlebars, and he's got the phone to the ear. This wouldn't be a guarantee that something goes royally wrong, but he appears to even be looking to the left several times, and you would guess that he would recognize some black boulder approaching like a meteor. Big props to the Beetle driver. His reflexes prevented a destroyed bike. This is some really nice emergency corridor, but have a taste of that.
Sag mal, hat der noch alle Latten am Zaun?
Peekaboo! Those fences really do suck. Oh, it's Christian the Invisible, and he must be taken over, even in a bend. Literally in every bend. But don't you worry, it gets a lot stupider, more pointless, and more dangerous. It's almost secondary that this is also a frickin' stop sign. You know the drill. Patience is a luxury nobody can afford these days anymore. Just never mind the million blinking lights on this road cleaning vehicle and pull off some grade A idiot move. That was too tame for you? Some BMW can handle that.
Okay. Ja, wie wär's? Nochmal links rüber? Ja, natürlich, weil die andere Spur geht ja auch noch raus. Was ist denn das?
That was our only red arrow, nicely showing us the impatience of that driver, so I was looking for another arrow and found another blue one, which now shows us this guy over here. He's also not the most patient car owner, which makes him end up in the blind spot of an 18-wheeler. He even got hit trying to go over a no-cross line. Well, hopefully he learned something for the future. Oh, Tesla cam. Hopefully the driver sees as much as his car. Seeing it from the side, that was a very close one. It's our Majesty again. Does anybody of you know why Tesla cams are so goddamn yellow? I mean, it's a very distinct look, but also rather odd. Even another guy with a Tesla standing in a car park. And even though there are plenty of wide open spots, we gotta have this specialist parking as close as possible to us. Now, the question is, how competent is he getting out of his tin can? There was a touch, but no visible damages to find. Once again, flying over the freeway. But the caravan driver is like, my turn! Make space for your majesty! Remember the kiddo with the phone earlier? Similar story here. He quickly puts it away and almost crashes into the car. And here comes your majesty. Alright, I'll shut up.
Sonst geht's dir gut?
The guy's not only criminally fast, he doesn't need to care about the red light either.
Und über Rot, jawoll.
And a few moments later... Here we got a red light situation with a bit more of a humorous touch. If you take a look for the pedestrian light, it stays red all the time. All the guys are impatient and cross the road without any care in the world. Only the girl on the right doesn't dare and keeps standing here. So far, that's one thing. But the funny part now is, one of those guys is walking back over the road with a red light to keep waiting for the green light with the girl. WTF squared.
Sage mal. Du bist doch ein toller Bus.
I don't like to be in a room full of loads of strangers anyway. I really like those new 4-seat buses. So here's a bit of dry trivia about driving within a roadwork zone in Germany. As Lars is entering this zone, straight yellow lines appear. Yellow lines have a higher priority than white, so those continuous lines mean he's not allowed to switch lanes, so he's gotta stay in the middle now. Apparently, there are always people who don't care for such regulations, and Lars gets taken over on the right side, which is illegal here. And why did this guy hurry so much? To get as early as possible to the exit, wasting all his motion energy by braking a lot, instead of easing into the exit. Many people have no idea how wasteful they are actually driving. When I was driving a commercial van for 9 years, at some point I turned it into a game for myself to try to take an exit without even braking once, only working with taking the foot off the gas at the right moment, so that when I am entering the actual bend in the exit, I would have the perfect speed already. You cannot drive any more economic than this. Oh, those are some very fine headlights. I love LED lighting, and they are very valuable in seeing cyclists without lights. And when walking on country roads at night, some kind of bright clothing would be a better idea. Alright, I love those dipshits who are coming very light for the exits and break down everybody else on the left lane. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but I would like somebody rear-ending him, so that his car is wrecked. Some people only learn through consequences. And who knows if this driver will also have to face some light consequences when he loses his Christmas tree that he got on the roof. Why? Because it doesn't seem to have any other fixation but a thin line attached to the rear wiper. Oh yeah, that's totally gonna cover it. I would not be surprised if this guy would drive corners like usual, and then be surprised if he arrives home without his tree. So many people just don't have any understanding of how to do such things properly and safely. Wanna have a good example for such safety? This is my personal video and was my car a few years back. I was bringing some furniture and a whole refrigerator to someone 400 kilometers away. I secured the fridge with some custom-made wooden boards and various ratchet straps tightly to the roof rails. It was not moving an inch along the entire several hours long drive. I did drive highly careful and was going slowly around corners, even though I am sure I could have taken them fast. But no matter what you got on your roof and how light or how heavy it is, carrying cargo, you should always drive far more passive than you would normally do. At least if that tree would go flying, it supposedly wouldn't cause much of damage. And without any good transition, that's it for this episode. I may now sit patiently in front of my screen until I can see that you have subscribed. And you can also educate yourself some more by watching more of our material. Just do it, you know you want to. Gotta go, see ya!